Okay, so for today, I will be discussing to you about Microsoft Excel and its uses. So definitely when we talk about Microsoft Excel and its uses, we're talking about formulas. If in MS Word, normally used in entering data, text, paragraphs, sentences. If PowerPoint presentation is used for presenting a reports, a topic, or a project, MS Excel, basically the purpose of this one is to perform mathematical operations. Those are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now, this is the fluent or the environment of the Microsoft Excel. Same as the Microsoft Word and PowerPoint, you can see there the title bar, the control buttons, the tabs, and the ribbons and the tools. Now, the component of Microsoft Excel is we have the columns and the rows. Definitely columns represents letters. If in alphabet we have from A to Z, in Microsoft Excel, the last column that we have there is the XFD. So A and then XFD. XFD. There. So this is the last column. And my presentation, you will see there that how many columns do we have? We have more than 16,000. Now, how are we going to go back there? Just go to the name box. So this is the name box. You can type there the cell address, column A, then row number. And it will go back. The rows now represents numbers. So here you can only see from 1 to 17 or 1 to 22. But the last rows that we have there is 1,048,576. So it will be 1,048,576. So this is the last row. To go back, you just have to type again in the name box the cell address, which is column A, row 1. There. Now this is the formula bar wherein we're going to enter the data. Now the data, when we talk about data, there are 3 types of data. Based on the lesson that I have discussed, what are those types of data? So we have the label, value, and formula. Definitely when we talk about label, we're talking about letters from A to Z. It could be a combination of letters and symbols. It could be a combination of letters, symbols, and number. Now when we talk about value, we're talking about numbers only from 0 to 9. And for the formula, we're talking about getting the answer to the given value. But definitely in getting or using a formula, you should always start with an equal symbol or the plus symbol. Without these 2 symbols, you will not be able to get the value or the answer to the given value. Now, going back, how are we going to utilize them all? Here, so let's say for example, I have 14 students. If you would like to adjust the column width, you just drag in between the column, then it will be changed. Or if you want, you can also double click. It will fit on the number, total number of characters. So I have here 4 characters. There definitely it will be 4 width already. Okay, or if you want, you can right click on a particular column, go to column width, and then type the number of columns. So example, I will type there 25. See, if that is a row, same is true, you just have to click the cells in between the row number, then drag the mouse diagonally. Or Again, you can right click on that particular row number, click row height. So let's say for example, I would like to type there 28. See, it has been changed already. Now, let's say for example, I have here a given value. These are the numbers. So let's say for example, I have here 98 and then student 14.58. Now let me enter first value. Okay, so let's say for example, I have here the following grades in the 3 subjects. Now when we talk about sum, definitely we're talking about plus, addition. To get the sum of these 3 numbers, there are 2 ways. Again, in creating a formula, type the equal symbol first, click the first value. See, I did not enter the value 98. Instead, I type the column and the row number. Where can we see 98? In what cell address? And then the plus symbol, and then the second one, plus, and the third one. Now if you want to make it easier, just type equals, sum, open parenthesis, select the cell address that you would like to get the sum, and then close parenthesis. Now, rather than typing a formula in each row, might as well you just have to copy and paste the first formula. Now, same is true with subtraction. Definitely just have to change the symbol. So, let's say for example, C2 minus E2. Press enter and then just drag the mouse diagonally. Miss, why suddenly it becomes negative? So you can interchange them. So it could be E minus C. And then just copy and paste again. So you can click copy, select, and then paste. For the product, you just have to use the star symbol. So equals, let's say for example, B, and then multiplied by D. Enter. Then you just have to copy and paste again. For the division, so divide equals, let's say for example, 297 slash 100. And then just copy and paste. Now when we talk about average, definitely we're talking about 2 operations here. Addition and division. Since we're using 2 operations already, we need to know first the higher symbol that should be performed. But in average, you need to add all the given value before you divide it to the given number of values. In our case, division should be performed first. But how are we going to do so Excel will perform addition before division? The solution to that one is you have to put all same symbol in an open and close parenthesis. So let's say for example, equals, open parenthesis, let's get the average of maths, science, and English, plus the second value, plus, and the third value. And then divide it now to the number of values that you have chosen, which is, I have chosen 3 values. So B2 plus C2 plus D2 divided by 3. See, I put now all same symbols inside the parenthesis. Then press enter. So here, and then there is another way on how to perform that. Just type the equal symbol again, type the word average, open parenthesis, select all the values that you would like to get the average, close parenthesis, then press enter. So same, then just copy and paste that one. Now for the percentage, definitely we're going to multiply it. So equals 99. I would like to multiply it by 30%. So star symbol multiplied by 30%. Now, look what will happen. If I'm going to copy and paste this one, see, there are errors already that you will be able to see there. Because it should be 29 times J1, which is, the value is 30%. But when I go to the second value, you can see there J2. So meaning it will be multiplied by 29.7. And then 91 times J3, which is 2257, and that is wrong. Now, what are we going to do now to make a correction on this error? Use now absolute reference. When we talk about absolute reference, we're talking about the cell address will be fixed. It will not keep on changing when you copy and paste this one. Now, to do that, you just have to add a dollar symbol before the cell address where you can see the 30%. So put dollar symbol before column J, and then put a dollar symbol before row 1. Now the purpose of this one is, the purpose of the dollar symbol is to make J1, which is 30%, an absolute reference. It will not keep on changing. When I press enter and then copy and paste this one, I will now be deriving with the correct answer. So look, if we're going to look, see, J1. Look, so J1. Now, the purpose of the dollar symbol there is to make the column and the row static. It will not keep on changing. So, the values or the answer to the given values will not be affected. Now, how are we going to round it off before we proceed with the remarks? Round off. If we're going to round it off 29.7, the answer should be 30. 22.8, the answer is 23. Now, how are we going to do that? Just type the symbol equals, round, open parentheses, choose the value that you would like to round it off, and then put a comma. Now, how many decimal places would you like to appear in your spreadsheet? So, since you would like to round it off to the whole number, so just enter or type 0. And then close parenthesis and press enter. See? And then just copy and paste. Miss, how about this quotient? I would like this one to round it off to 3. Now, you can add now here equals, and type the word round, open bracket or parenthesis, at the end, comma, 0. Make it a whole number, then press enter. See, it becomes 3 already. So if I copy and paste that one, all of them will be 3 already. Means, what if I would like to have 2 decimal places only? So example, 2.96, it should be 2.96. 2.967, it could be 2.98. Now, enter again, round, equals round. This is what we call now additional. You're going to add already a certain command. Comma, then make it 2. 2 decimal places, then press enter. See, it becomes 2.96, 2.97. So that is round off. Now, based on the given value that you can see here, which is 99, which do you think got the highest average? So it should be 99, should be rank 1, followed by 90, 7. Rank 2. So rank meaning to say who is the first place, the second place, the third place. How to do that? Equals rank, open parenthesis, choose the cell address, and then choose the cell references. So from what number up to the last number you're going to rank them, your basis. Now let's make it as an absolute reference so that when you copy and paste the formula, it will not keep on changing. What value should not be changed? This one, the cell ranges. So again, to add or to make this as an absolute number or value, add the dollar symbol before the column, dollar symbol before the row number. Do the same thing to the second cell address. And then, okay, there. So just copy and paste the value now. See? Rank 1, correct, 99. Rank 2 should be 97, correct. Rank 3 should be 94, correct. So that is ranking. Now minimum, which among has the least or the smallest value? The smallest value that we have here is 61. That is the minimum. The maximum value which has the greatest value, which is 99. Count is to count the number of values that is being entered. So to do that, just type equals min, that stands for minimum, open bracket. So then select now the value and then close parenthesis. So see, 61 is the lowest value. Now, is the opposite of minimum is the greatest, the largest value. So equals max, open parenthesis, select again the value, and then close parenthesis, then press enter. See, 99. Now, how many values or how many students am I computing right now? So that is the purpose of count. Equals count, open parenthesis, then select now the values that is being entered, then enter. So I have 14 students. Now, what is the purpose of remarks? Remember, in Python, we have what we call now passed or failed. In programming, we have this one, the if condition. So, in our case, if the score or if the percentage is greater than 25, it will be displayed now passed. If it is less than 25, failed should be displayed. To do that, equal symbols, if, open parenthesis, if 29.7 is greater than equal to 25%, then the comma now will represent then. Then you need to print now passed. You will notice that I put there a quotation mark. The purpose of the quotation mark is to display the exact words. If there will be no quotation mark, meaning there is a value representing the word passed. Now, we only tested greater than and equal to 25. What if the score is less than 25? So, let's test now the other one. Else if, that is comma, if, again, J2 is less than equal to 24. Then, display now failed. Since I use two open brackets, I have to close them twice as well. Enter. See? Then just copy and paste now. Now you will see there, see, 29 pass. 22 failed because the condition is if it is less than 24. Less than or equal to 24. Now, how to apply fonts, changing font or color or border. You just have to select them all. This is the border. See? Miss, what if I would like to put a comma? Select. Here you can see comma. If you would like to choose your currency, you can also right click. You can also see here currency. Or if you want, right click and then click format cells and then choose currency. Then symbol what currency you're looking at. So it's all up to you. Now since we are in Indonesia, let's look for rupiah. RPH. Okay. Here you can actually you can also see it here. Here, there. See? Now, look. Suddenly you can see now there this symbol, meaning the number of value that is being entered in this column G exceeded already, which is the total number of characters only is up to 8. The solution for that is just drag this one, change the column width. Then everything will turn out right already. Okay, so that is formula, and that is on how to do that. Now, how are we going to sort this data based on the rank? So it should be student 1 first, followed by 97, student 9. To do that, select now the value that you would like to sort, arranging. Arrange them in chronological order. It could be from A to Z, Z to A, 0 to 9, 9 to 0. Now select. Under the Home tab, click now Sort and Filter, Custom Sort. Now, since there is a data equivalent to each student, you just have to click Expand. Do not click Continue. Otherwise, only the name will be sorted out. So again, click Expand the selection, click Sort. Now, you will be asked, sort by, let's sort them by rank. Based on the rank, from smallest to largest. And then, click OK. See? Suddenly, it changed from student 1 to 9, 6, 5. Why? Because the value is being arranged or sorted out in an ascending order. This is also an equivalent of bubble sort in Python and in pseudocode. So this is how you're going to use or utilize the different formulas in MS Excel. I hope you have learned something from this one.